Greetings to you in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Truth plus love equals life. My name is Roger Matthew Lund. I am America the individual. And I live in the world of the biggest imposter whore of a nation that ever lived, Luciferica. I'm the father of this nation, and I basically every day wait for Trump and Biden supporters to murder me, telling me that I came against the country instead of you are 100 octillion times better than anybody's ever done, Roger. Except Moses and David and Paul. So this is an update to what's going to be the new flag so that demon-possessed, yokel, useless either idolaters don't try to murder me, thinking they're doing the country a favor. You do not put a Rolls-Royce label on a jalopy car that doesn't work. Anybody who does that is the enemy of Rolls-Royce, not the fan. Putting an American label on this demonic whore of a nation is like working for Rolls-Royce and putting that Rolls-Royce badge on a car that doesn't work, that isn't a car and is an old broken can of tomato soup. I will defend this nation against Mexico that destroyed us and should be declared war against. But anybody who calls this America, never was my country. So I'm going to give you this update on the flag because the problem is the people. The problem is the people. And the problem is the people. So I'm putting this out there because you were supposed to name the planet after me in 2003. And I want the flag for the next 1,000 years to be the right flag. So I'm putting up a picture of a star fort here. Now, for those who don't know, star forts were used in ancient times to clearly, like a battery of energy, etherity. The problem with that is that the stone would glow and resonate with this etherity. The problem with the ancients is that they would kill babies in order to get the devil to release the energy. That's not how the future is going to work. But these sacred shapes are still the same. The true political paradigm looks like a baseball diamond. The problem with that is everything in this world idolizes sports. I've been emailing Cooperstown for 15, 16 years. They are not going to steal my glory. Major League Baseball and Little League Baseball is not going to steal my glory. The sport is not going on the new flag. I saw this the other day and I thought, okay, this is what how the flag is supposed to look. I'm putting up a picture of a star fort here because it happens to look like a baseball diamond. The problem is you have a public that is so dumbed down and willfully so that they can't even fill something in their head. There's not an actual baseball diamond on the flag. The new flag will have an iron pole on it, iron, that will say the focal point of freedom. The one true law. And that's going to say one true law of interaction. That's going to say the focal point of freedom on the iron pole. The little ball on top of it will be platinum because they represent the stars. And this is cosmic. You fake patriots don't understand. You're thinking 100 octillion pages of zeros are too small. Real America leads the world in freedom for 100 octillion years and the next 1,000 years of peace and happiness. That's not your Luciferican stars and stripes. I will give you the sea, sky, and stars. The flag really should be done in the golden ratio like Togo. It's a country in West Africa. It's the only one with the golden ratio proportions. Clearly, there's something going on there. Meaning, I've met a dude from Togo once, and I asked him that, and he was like, no, it's totally poor. We don't have any money. And I was like, well, maybe the ancients said that's where the river likes to go, where all the gold would have dumped into, or, I mean, if you look at Togo on a map, it looks very skinny, meaning clearly something was valuable about where this was at, just based on that shape. Well, I dare say America does and should have more resources than Togo. So it has to be a sacred proportion, and God made the golden ratio, not the devil. There will be no fringe on the flag because that means whatever anybody tells you, it's corporate, it's satanic, it's not real, it's just a big Walmart. The flag will be basically rectangular, that type of thing. But it will be equidistance, sea, sky, and stars. So the bottom blue, I believe, would probably look better if it matched the same top of the blue. I don't believe space is black. I believe the ancients called Avestan cosmic ocean, space. In the Bible, it says the isles afar off. Those can be heavenly bodies. So if the moon was swimming in watery etherity, the moon would look like an island to the watery ethers that flow. Just the way you see heat coming off a blacktop, you can see it even though it's not physically tangible. Just like in Van Gogh's Starry Night, he was showing you the water flowing ethers that is there. He was showing you a higher resolution, not just lower resolution like it's vague. He was showing you more resolution. I like the blue indigo on our old glory flag, new glory flag. That dark blue, it looks good. I really think it should just be parity with the top sky, the top stars, and the bottom kind of navy blue. The middle stripe will be sky blue. There shouldn't be any clouds in the skies because 1,000 years of transparency is where it'll be. Now, I thought, what do we do with the stars? Because they're always changing. They're going to want to make whatever it is. They're going to want to make Puerto Rico and Guam states, or they'll break up states. I think we should just keep it with the 50 for parity with the old. I don't want 13 stars on it because those 13 colonies, clearly, as far as I'm concerned, were broken up. I believe they're all assigned by the 13 bloodlines of the Illuminati. I don't believe I think that's absolutely why they do that. So you would have 25 stars across the top, and then 25 starfish under the bottom, because it doesn't work if you're not showing sea, sky, and stars. I don't have it in front of me, but there's a pretty good looking, decent kind of silvery species of starfish that would look really good. And the purpose is it's supposed to show cosmic dominion. The problem is people are thinking 100 octillion pages of zeros too small. The focal point of freedom is in effect 100 octillion miles away from here on the other side of the quadrant of the tri-universe. You're thinking hundreds of octillions of pages of zeros too small. The star fort will go basically in the middle. The tips should not touch the top or the bottom, meaning it should look like the heart of the flag. I don't want anything creepy or occultic here, just a basic gray stone of that star, of that four-banger star fort in the middle of this flag. There will be an eagle sitting on a pitcher's mound like it's a baseball diamond. It will not have bases on it. It will junk up the flag. The problem is I live in a world where people literally can't think anything in front of them. And I know how much I don't know and can't do fancy videos, fine. But I can see something that's not there that's supposed to be there. That means if I told you my name was RGER, you understand there's an O there. It must have been a typo or a drop of zero. That's what that means. If I told you there was a word called CREFUL, I need a populace that understands, oh, there's an A there for the word careful. It's not just a made-up random word. That's the problem I have. There will be green grass inside the middle of the star fort, because it also has to represent land. Sea, sky, stars, land. It's cosmic dominion. The eagle, it will just be one eagle. There will not be arrows on it, like the diamond paradigm, meaning all arrows inward is conservative, all arrows outward is liberal, separating church and state. To conserve is conserve on freedom. The individual sovereignty starts with the individual, therefore you conserve it. You cannot give someone their freedom, give someone their rights. You can take it away. Liberal would be violating their rights, denying their rights. So there's no arrows on the flag. There's this silver stone star fort, tastefully put in the middle. There'll be a little space up top where like the blue stars would be, and a little space on the bottom where the blue star, where the gray silver starfish will be in the ocean underneath it. I'm telling you this because any day, demon-possessed idiot fake patriots could kill me thinking they're doing the country a favor instead of that's the father of our nation. It's not George Washington. It's Roger Matthew Lund, the eagle. I even look like a frigging eagle. I'm tired of telling you hundreds of octillions of pages of zeros are timed for decades now. I got the focal point of freedom in Diamond Paradigm in 2005. I have been emailing Cooperstown and putting this on the internet thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of times for almost 2 decades now. The problem is not with me. The problem is everybody else. So I'm putting this out there on the record so that everybody can just see in the future, if you murder me, I have to come back from Jesus and from the kingdom of heaven, you can at least get the flag right. Iron pole, platinum ball on top. Platinum means little silver. Moon represented silver to the ancients. Sun was gold. Well, platinum means little silver. So the stars would be platinum. To the future of the stars. That's Candace's model that literally tortured a confession out of me, ruined my life since I was 16 years old over cannabis and over my demonic sister, literally torturing me to the point of having to knock her out cold. The single most nonviolent man that ever lived in human history, who paid the second greatest, worse than being settling torch to your face, was what I volunteered to endure in your place. And you want to give me a woman anything. You call me a woman against violence. God's literally going to send you to hell. You're going to walk on lava for 1,000 years. You ever bring me anything other than you are 100 trillion times better than the greatest woman on this planet ever deserves. She bows before you and says, my king, I stand in awe. You are better times 1 trillion than I ever thought Jesus would send me. And I'm a 25-year-old virgin who cured cancer. That's so good I'm supposed to feel in your presence. Not hear you thinking negative energy because of Joe Morrill, who sawed my face off to the point where people think I'm mean or are crazy because my jaw surgery has ruined my life for 12 years. And I finally had to I just wanted to assume they tell me, oh, the statute of limitations wore out 2 years ago. And this pig lawyer tells me, why did you wait 2 years? Because I'm such a nice, humble, long-suffering Christian asshole. That's why. The star fort will be in the middle of the flag. The indigo blue up top and the indigo blue on bottom. 25 starfish underneath. However they look, tastefully done. 25 stars up top, tastefully done. No fringe. For 1,000 years of peace and happiness, new glory. Anytime there is any kind of cosmic something where all the flags are represented, America's flag always goes in the middle and a few clicks above, for it leads the cosmos in freedom for 100 octillion years. At the end of the 1,000 years of millennium, we won't need any laws because nobody will be able to sin. For 1,000 years of peace and happiness, though, people will still be able to commit crimes and people still will be able to sin. There'll be a whole lot less of it, but you still need the law. This is new glory. It's not really about baseball. The eagle will have his 2 claws clutched to the little strip on the pitcher's mouth. That represents iron. It'll still be white because people are so stupid they don't know how to do anything other than, oh, that's a pitcher's mouth. Has nothing whatsoever to do with baseball any more than it has to do with hockey or badminton. I'm looking for better vibes than every human ever made put together. Starting in 2003 and it ends never. That means the year is 85 octillion AD. We're still celebrating Roger because no one can ever do better than him except Jesus. All praise, honor, and glory to Jesus. Truth plus love equals life. That's our flag. If you want me to have better energy, you make a donation and give money to the one place in this cosmos it's supposed to go. Jesus already has all the money. The donation's supposed to go to Roger in 2003. Every human ever made put together cannot do as good as him when he got the seal of God. Truth plus love equals life. I had no tension in my body. I have no record. Nothing bad ever happened to me. I'm not a burden to anybody because you didn't fail me hundreds of octillions of pages of zeros of times in a row. I get a better life than anybody ever gets outside of Jesus. That's what we're waiting for. And that's why the Bible says we can beat our swords into plowshare. This is new glory. It's going to be awesome. Roger that.